The Calgary Children's Foundation is a very small charity that works on one day, mostly a year, to raise money. We ask our listeners and our advertisers and guests to the Westin Hotel to give back. And then after that one day, we spend the rest of the year working to find the charities that need the money the most. Small children's charities.
The groups that, by their own definition, they're not sophisticated. They're kind of on the periphery of small individual groups and need funding to do the things that they do. And it's fascinating when the work that we've done, the more than a decade that I've been here, that I look at all of the different organizations we've helped. And it's really an eye-opener. You sit back and you go, I didn't even know these people existed. And they're just toiling away, doing what they're doing, helping, either individuals with lunch programs, larger groups with summer camps, and they're just clicking away. And we've identified them, or they've found us, and it's kind of this perfect marriage.
Some little charities we give to, they're helping kids with some very special diagnoses. Some of them are rare, and for some of these kiddos, holding up their head is considered a major milestone, and that's like for a preschool age child. That can be really hard, where you look at these little guys and you think, wow, their lives are, each moment of the day is a challenge for them. And those can be really tough. And there's others that are really inspiring and uplifting. We give to a couple of different charities that support children on the autism spectrum. And some of the work that we've been able to do, whether it's some equipment, sporting equipment, or maybe some new technology to help them reach their full potential, and to see these little guys reach milestones, it's extremely gratifying. It's really beautiful. And the summer camps, we give to this one summer camp called Between Friends. And it's for kids with special needs. It's here in the city. They've been running an awfully long time. And it's one of the only places kids with special needs can go and experience camp life. And it just brings back your own childhood and makes you realize how important it is just to see kids being kids.
Right. So what's usually the reaction like when you go into one of these charities and present a check?
A lot of gratitude. So most of these organizations are small. They don't have dedicated departments to do big fundraising. They don't have big communications. It's usually parents that have banded together and are, they've seen a need. Maybe one of their children has been diagnosed with something, or they just know there's a need in the community and they just scrape by. And so when the Calgary Children's Foundation shows up and makes a presentation, and I'm not talking tons of money here, I'm talking $5,000 can change a whole bunch of kids' lives for the better. For example, there's an after-school program that we run, and the treasurer on our board, he checks out all the financials before we disperse the funds. He's like, they have nothing. And they're running such a great program on a little tiny shoestring. So when we show up with that $5,000, $7,000 check, we know that those kids have this awesome program for another year after school. And they're thrilled. The kids are thrilled. They know what it means. They know the value of $1, a lot of them at that age. And of course, people that are running the charities, they're so grateful.
You start to get dragged out sometimes to the people that we help. And it's terrible that I'd have to be dragged out to these. But when you go and you do the check presentation and you see the group that you're helping with your $5,000, $8,500, then you get it. You say, all right, those are the types of things that really draw you in. And they're as diverse as you might imagine, because they are, as I say, lunch programs. Who knew? Giving kids an opportunity to go to camp. Really gritty stuff too. We help this organization that teaches kids, special needs kids, and helps bring them out of their shell through music. And they're a tiny little group that has very little sophistication in the fundraising realm, but do just God's work. And you say, when you see that and you see how the money is helping people, and that's what we try to do on Pledge Day. We try to share those stories of the organizations that we fund so that our listeners and our clients, the people that give to us, they see firsthand the good that they're doing. Oh, it's awesome because it's a day where you tap into the generosity of people, and it is as diverse and changing as you could imagine because the people that give us money, some of them don't have a lot. We get the checks from the 81-year-old woman that sends it every year in advance, and it's lovely cursive writing for $40, $10 online, $15, and then we have some more healthy donations, don't get me wrong. But it's this huge, diverse group that's giving to us, and you start to see that, you can't help but say, okay, people get what we're doing, they want to support it. It's naturally uplifting because people are giving, and you start to capture the generosity of people, and you go, oh, this is a pretty awesome city.
It's fantastic. So it's the longest running radiothon in the city, and the day is dedicated to raising money for these small children's charities. And it's magic because the rest of the year we are taking care of the news of the day, issues of the day, debating them. We're promoting all kinds of great things. We're talking football and we're talking everything that affects people's lives. But on this one day, we kind of put all that on hold and say, you know what? This isn't about every one of us and our crazy busy lives. This is about a bunch of kids in this city that need a helping hand so they can reach their full potential. So to be able to do that in 12 or 13 hours, it's pretty cool. It's the easiest day. You know, I like to say that we do radio great 364 days of the year, and the Westin serves up their hospitality great 364 days of the year. One day of the year, we say, you know what? This is our priority. Helping kids reach their full potential, helping small children's charities make a real difference in the lives of these kids. This is the one day.
You know, I think it's important for people to recognize that there are some folks that are hurting in this community that may not have the financial wherewithal, that maybe helped us in years past. And if they can't this year, that's okay. I know as well in this community there's some people that are unbelievably generous and ready to step up. And they'll step up too. And so if we can get those people engaged and try and raise as much as we can, because the more we bring in, the more we can push out. I should note that we're really experts in zeroing in on the cost of fundraising. For every buck you spend with us, we get 90 cents back out to the community.